I've talked about in a lot of videos that one of the reasons why I am still giving wrestling a chance, even though that I'm falling out of love with wrestling, and I admit to this, is the fact that I think that Finn Bálor is going to be such a big star. And this year at SummerSlam 2017, we're seeing a match between Finn Bálor going up against your former WWE champion, Bray Wyatt, in a match that honestly makes me flatline as a wrestling fan. I've talked about this in just about every video that I've made against Bray Wyatt and any feud that he's been in, whether it's been Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, that every time Bray gets with somebody, it kills all of the momentum that they've been having. This match at SummerSlam is giving a little bit of a rub because of the fact that on Monday Night Raw, we were told we were going to get the rebirth of the Demon, who is going to be making his return at SummerSlam after Bray Wyatt beat Finn Bálor on Monday Night Raw. Finn Bálor now feels that the only way that he can overcome the odds against Bray Wyatt is to turn into the Demon. The Demon is someone that we have not seen in WWE since last year's SummerSlam, when Finn Bálor brought him out to fight against Seth Rollins, where he won the Universal Championship, but then also came down with an injury in that match and was forced to give up the championship on Monday Night Raw the next night. I just did, within the past few weeks, a review of the Finn Bálor WWE 24 episode that talked about his rehab and him coming back from his injury, as well as him going back to his roots, being his first time to go back to Ireland, where he returned on a wrestling show, spent time with his family, and basically went through his wrestling collection and talked about his path to where he is in WWE now. Bálor has been back for a few months now, but this is possibly the first biggest feud that he has had. I talked about this on a Monday Night Raw full show preview when he was going to be going up against the Drifter, that Finn Bálor was starting to gain a little bit of momentum, but it almost looked like, when he went into the feud against the Drifter, when he took the big guitar shot, it almost felt like people were sort of starting to groan for Finn Bálor because of the fact that where his placement on the card was. A year ago, we were told that this guy was going to be the #1 future star of WWE, and now here he is wrestling against the Drifter. You can't win them all. You can't have everyone in a must-see the feud, but to me, honestly, putting guys against Bray Wyatt, putting guys against the Drifter, that's not where you put your #1 star. Maybe for, a small Monday Night Raw television feud, but not for pay-per-views. Just Bray, I gave him a huge change when he won this year's Elimination Chamber, when he won the championship and was going to go to WrestleMania as the champion. I believe the hype. A lot of people were saying, this is the year of Bray Wyatt. This is going to be a year-long championship run. The dude held it for a month, and he lost it at WrestleMania. Never really looked like he had a chance to get it back. I will give you that I was one of the people that thought the House of Horrors match was really fun. I would have ended it in the house instead of having them drive back to the arena, which then would have led for something for SmackDown. But then again, that wouldn't be cool for the people in the live crowd. But the part of the match that happened at the house, I marked out for, and I was really a fan of. This match, to me, there's no way in the world Finn Bálor is losing this match. I'm really hoping that this is a blow-off match for this feud, and we're not seeing any more. Yes, there is a lot of possibilities where they could play into the storyline of the Demon maybe joining with Bray or something like that, but I honestly don't want to see it. Bray Wyatt, to me, honestly, is not must-see television. He's a character that needs a lot of things behind it, and WWE doesn't really get behind it. I think that Bray's a great wrestler. I think that the character is awesome. But I think that honestly, the people that they have writing for the Bray Wyatt character don't believe in Bray Wyatt's character and don't give it the attention that it's needed. So, Finn Bálor for the win. Fingers crossed that there's no rematch.